Yeah, he just got in.
Pedro Pascal is a terrific actor, crushing all his roles with ease. What makes his performances truly radical is his dedication to an openly caring version of heroism. Pedro Pascal has become one of the most popular actors of our generation. His career is still relatively new, but it's already filled with plenty of incredibly notable roles. Most recently, he starred in the latest video game adaptation of the acclaimed game, The Last of Us, now an acclaimed series on HBO.
How long do infected live?
Oh, I thought you went to school.
It's a really shitty one.
Pedro Pascal is getting rave reviews for his turn as the male lead Joel, amping up his specific charms and unique strengths that he's used to providing in his acting roles. And his popularity is absolutely deserved. While there are many ways his characters have been varied over the years, they all have certain shared qualities that Pascal brings to them that makes them come to life, in a way that only the Chilean-born actor could. A certain brand of stoicism, toughness, and struggle through ethical quandaries are just some of the things that tie his characters together.
You're not the golden lion. You're just a pink little man who's far too slow on the draw.
Pascal knows this and uses these to his advantage. It has affected the roles he chooses and has significantly bolstered his career. He's used it to propel himself further and further until he essentially reinvigorated a major franchise on multiple levels. At this point, he has left an indelible imprint on this generation's entertainment, and he deserves some much overdue adulation.
Don't run.
One of his many characters' defining traits is their stoicism, but not just any kind of stoicism. More especially, they convey a stoic brand of heroism. Pascal first brought it to his role as drug enforcement agent Javier Peña on Narcos. As Javier, Pascal was given a character that needs to be intense towards others without losing his humanity. The actor's ability to maintain a seriousness while helping others solidifies the notion that this agent is tough, with a morally righteous core. And Pascal has spent most of his career perfecting this, balancing between the two effortlessly. Perhaps the most famous example of how he's utilized this is on The Mandalorian, the most popular show in Star Wars canon and now one of the most popular pieces of Star Wars media. In this show, Pedro Pascal plays the titular Mandalorian, Din Djarin, as he navigates a newly post-Empire world while taking care of a Force-sensitive baby Grogu. Din tags himself with being Grogu's protector, and this relationship generates plenty of interactions where Din needs to step in as a father figure to rescue his adopted child.
Don't play with your food.
The Mandalorian wears his mask a majority of the time, so his acting comes through his body language. When Grogu amuses him, he gingerly cradles him with the utmost care. When Grogu gets them in trouble, he sternly wags a finger in the way that only a father could. Pascal is now featured in the role nearly identical to Din in The Last of Us, where he plays a father attempting to protect his daughter. If you know anything about the original game, the story naturally lends itself to this type of hero, as Joel is constantly protecting and defending his daughter from the dangers of the new world they live in.
Got a kid, Joel.
So do we. Keep driving.
We can put them in the bag.
This portrayal of heroism is important for many reasons. It's not necessarily the Stoicism itself that makes Pedro Pascal's performance special. There have been plenty of Stoic heroes throughout television and movie history. Its various iterations can be seen in performances of iconic actors and characters, such as cowboys, James Bond, and action heroes. Instead, it's the fact that he portrays a masculine stoicism that is moving in a more positive and realistic direction.
Justice for my sister and her children.
If you want.
In an era where male anti-heroes tend to embody the kind of stoicism that's lumped in with being often uncaring or cruel, painting a more accurate picture of what it means to be stoic, especially in the context of masculinity, is becoming increasingly important. Providing an alternative to the brand of often romanticized male heroism could be transformational for us.
It's against the creed. I gave you my word. I'm with you until we both fall.
If lots of male actors have historically made a career from sometimes dipping into the former brand of heroism, Pedro Pascal has made a career out of the latter brand, working to redefine this definition of what it means to be heroic. This can be most clearly seen in The Mandalorian. No matter how angry or upset he gets, Din Djarin chooses to affirm the life around him. No matter how many unflattering obstacles get thrown in his face, he continues to care. The Mandalorian is quietly changing the face of masculine stoicism, and I just don't mean that literally.
I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold.
Finally, this all brings to mind his legacy. What will Pedro Pascal be remembered for as an actor? In the bigger picture, bringing a new level of empathy and integrity to a cliché character archetype. This kind of character is now back in style, and we've been seeing its ripple effect across media. Because of roles like this one becoming more successful, more shows and television will be made with characters that have this intention in mind.
Manners maketh man. Let me translate that for you.
In a more concrete sense, Pascal, like most actors, will be remembered for the specific roles he played. There will be more notable roles of Pascal's that people recognize him for compared to others. For instance, it'll be hard to escape being associated with Mandalorian armor and a little baby alien. This role is huge in more ways than one, though. His contribution with this role is not only to acting, but also to the Star Wars universe, perhaps the most popular fictional universe in existence.
Hey, what are you doing here? Oh, okay, little guy. I'm happy to see you too.
What's more impressive is that the Mandalorian wasn't a pre-established character from any existing movies, novels, or comic books. Conceptually, he's a faceless soldier, but in spite of this, he has turned into a pop culture phenomenon that rivals the likes of Obi-Wan and Master Yoda, and essentially proved that a Star Wars television series can be as popular as the movies had been. That is in no small part due to Pascal.
Doing this! Don't you have enough?
Why not more? Why not wish for more?
Pedro Pascal is therefore a phenomenal actor with a track record of amazing characters that have depth, ambition, and a strong moral compass. He challenges how we perceive what it looks like to care through a male lens. And all in all, a pretty solid legacy indeed. you.